Let me share my 5 keys to becoming a successful working actor. These are my 5 keys, okay? 10 years of gathering all this awesome stuff for you. So take these keys. These are your keys now to open the doors of becoming a successful actor. So key number 1 is focus. Focus. Talent isn't enough. I know that sucks, but I know you guys know that, right? Talent just isn't enough. Mental toughness is essential. And I feel like that's like the theme of this lesson, and probably other lessons too. Mental toughness is essential. Noticing those negative thoughts and then flipping the script. You know, for example, I hear actors say all the time, I'm so much better auditioning in the room than, you know, and I'm so terrible at this self-tape thing. Let's flip those thoughts. I am amazing at self-tape. I can audition anywhere, whether it's on camera, in person, outside, in a desert, in a storm, self-tape in my home studio. I am amazing. I have mastered the skill of auditioning, and I'm amazing at it. And that's kind of where we're going, you know, mastering this skill. Last week we talked about auditioning well, because we are mastering the skill of auditioning. That's a whole other skill set to master. You know, we're mastering these tools and techniques, but I've really discovered that acting and auditioning are 2 separate skill sets. We have to master them both. And so everything I'm sharing with you in last week and this week's lesson is to master the skill of auditioning. So what are those limiting beliefs, right? You know, with this key of focus, we want to make sure that we are focusing on the right thing and the right thing only. So reminding yourself, what are those limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are thoughts, opinions that one believes to be the absolute truth. They tend to have a negative impact on one's life by stopping them from moving forward and growing on a personal and professional level. They limit us, right? So for example, believing that, you know, bad things will always happen to me. I'm just not good at speaking to people. All my relationships are painful. I'm really bad at this self-tape thing. I've never made a good leader. I could never start my own business. I'm just not getting these roles. I can only get comedic roles, you know? These are all limiting beliefs, you know, and limiting beliefs, really, they're just simply assumptions, those false stories about your reality that come from your perceptions of life experiences. That's what they are. And we believe them to be true, but none of those things are true. They're just stories. And so making sure that, you know, we really got to capture our thoughts, actors. We that mental toughness. And that's really this key of focusing on the right things, focusing on speaking life over me and my dream, my career, not speaking death, focusing on the truth, not the stories and the lies and these limiting beliefs and the past. We're going to focus on the right thing, focus on doing a great job, right? Focus on going after the objective. Acting is focus. So what are you focusing on? Because it matters. It matters what you're focusing on, actors. So key number 2 is own your uniqueness. Absolutely. No, this is an industry where it's based on image. It's all about image. But I want to remind each and every one of you actors that you have an image. Okay? It's your own unique, wonderful image. You have an image. You don't have to look like all the other images out there. But that's what the world wants to tell you, or Hollywood makes you feel like you got to be a size 2 or be super buff and muscular. That is an image, and that's a great image. But you also have an image, and your image is great, and it's needed, and it's valuable. So owning your uniqueness. To stop really with this focus is you want to stop wondering what they are looking for. and notice your own uniqueness, actors, and own it. Own your uniqueness. Okay? Key number 3 is to reignite your confidence. Yes, this is an awesome key to becoming a successful actor, right? We have to focus. We have to own our uniqueness, all of it, from the way our nose is shaped, to the color of our hair, to our teeth, to how tall we are and how big our feet are, whatever. Just own it. The way we speak, just own your uniqueness. You've got to own it. And people are going to see that. Okay. Own it. And then that third key, reignite your confidence. So this is, there's 3 things I want to say about, reigniting your confidence. The first thing is knowing how to recover more easily on rejections, because rejections are going to happen. I mean, every day, right? You're going to get rejected. You can't get every part. It's a low booking rate to audition rate, right? So you're going to be auditioning more than booking roles. And so learning how to recover quickly and more easily on rejection is essential. And just knowing that the how and the why that you show up is perfect when you are present. Capital Y-O-U. The how you are showing up is perfect when the unique, amazing actor is present. Okay. That will reignite your confidence. And why you are showing up is perfect when you are present. You're going to be on casting calls, or you're going to see other actors and you're going to want to compare and go down that rabbit hole. But just reminding yourself to this is where you have to reignite your confidence. So this key is essential to becoming a successful actor, reigniting your confidence, knowing that how I'm showing up is perfect because I am present. I am perfect. And all the other people, they're just as amazing. There's no other Kelsey. So how can I sit here and compare? I know how I'm showing up. I'm showing up as the amazing, successful, sought after actress, right? And why I'm showing up. The why I'm showing up is important, right? That's reminding ourselves of our why. And this is a great opportunity, actors, to make sure that you know your why. I talk about this in another key, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. But knowing your how and knowing your why is perfect when capital Y-O-U shows up. Okay, and then another thing about reigniting your confidence is, oh yeah, actors, give up. Can we just give up on trying to be perfect? Just give it up. Don't do it, okay? Just nobody's gonna be perfect. Just give it up. It's not achievable. Just give up being perfect. That way you have the freedom to fly, right? You have the freedom to explore. If you give up being perfect, really what I think about that, I think if Kelsey shows up and I'm going to give up being perfect, well, I'm letting Kelsey go because Kelsey wants to be perfect, right? But if I'm authentically this character is not trying to be perfect unless that's the scene, right? And that's the objective, and they're trying not to upset their mother or spouse or whatever the case may be, or it's an interview, right? And they're trying really hard to be perfect. Well, that's a different situation. But majority of the time, our character is not trying to be perfect. They're in the scene, they're in that moment, and they're reacting truthfully. And so when we let go of trying to be perfect and pleasing everybody and making everybody happy, we give ourselves that freedom to just be, to fly, right? To jump out the nest and just soar and let go. It's a great way to reigniting your confidence, reminding yourselves that if I'm trying to be perfect, well, then I'm trying to be Kelsey, and Kelsey shouldn't even be here. I am free to fly. I am free to explore and be one with this character. That's one of my favorite ways to reignite my confidence, reminding myself that me showing up with my preparation, focusing on my objective, all those things, I've been doing, that I am perfect. That is perfect. I'm doing my job perfectly, Okay, so the fourth key is to elevate your mindset. Yes, actors, elevating your mindset, right? So we're focusing, we're going to own our uniqueness, we're reigniting our confidence as many times as we need to, and we're going to continue to elevate your mindset. So victims blame the external, right? I talked about this. Victim is going to blame everybody else for the problems. We're not going to be victims, okay? Because we are creators. Creators, they elevate the internal. Okay, so if things aren't going right, if you keep messing up, you know, we need to elevate the internal. Okay, so what's going on with myself? Do I need to reignite my confidence? And do I need to you know, practice my skills on recovering quickly? Do I need to remind myself of who I am? Am I focusing too much on myself? I need to tune into my character's wants and needs. You know, we are creators, so we elevate the internal, right? Internally, if we need to get internally into the actor, or maybe we need to get more internally into the character, whatever needs to be done, we're going to assess and evaluate and elevate our mindset as an actor, and then elevate, you know, the mindset as the character, get into that mindset. But we're not going to blame. We're not going to sit here and blame the external. What would happen, actors? What would happen if you took 100% responsibility and stopped blaming the outside world, stop blaming your location, your lack of resources? I don't have I don't know auditions. I don't blah, 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 blah. What if you just took 100% responsibility and you just elevated your mindset? Stop blaming all the external, stop blaming the outside world, and you took control and elevated your mindset, right? The fastest way for me to elevate my mindset is through meditation and visualization, right? And you guys know this stuff. You know, it is, I am not perfect at this, actors. I definitely can sit and blame, for sure. It's like where we want to go. You want to blame this, I'm not getting the part because I work schedule, I just don't have time, I this and that, and we just blame. I do it too, don't get me wrong, I 100% do. It's mainly the people I love, and not enough time in the day, oh my gosh, I totally blame. But I have been practicing this skill of elevating my mindset, because when I blame and I'm in that, man, oh man, I feel powerless. That's what happens. I feel powerless and I feel like a victim. And victims have no power. And I'm sick of being the victim now. I catch myself, don't get me wrong, I play the victim well, and I catch myself because I've been practicing this. That's why I'm teaching this skill in this lesson, because you guys are going to need to know this. You're going to have to master this key of elevating your mindset, because that victim mentality, that victim mindset will happen. You are going to want to blame everybody around you. Trust me, it happens, okay? It happens. But when that happens, you've got to flip that script, right? And we've got to flip it and remind ourselves, wait, victims blame the external. Creators evaluate the internal. So, okay, I'm wanting to blame all these people, but let's evaluate me. Let's evaluate the internal. What's happening? I'm getting frustrated. Well, okay, so why am I frustrated? Why I'm frustrated? Because I'm not getting the roles that I'm wanting. Nobody's booking me. Okay, so what am I going to do about that? Well, okay, so let's remind ourselves, well, what is this about? Why am I acting? Am I acting to book roles? No, I don't need to book roles, because I'm already a highly successful sought after actor. The right roles come to me. So I'm getting frustrated over a lie. I'm believing that I'm not going to book roles. I don't know. I just kind of talk to myself, right? The keys I'm teaching you, right? What are we focusing on? Look at that first role. We need to elevate our mindset. Well, I'm focusing on the problem. A lot of times we want to focus on the problem instead of the outcome. So that, I should probably have started off with that. That helps me when I feel myself going down that victim mindset. I stop it and I say, okay, Kelsey, focus on the truth. What is the truth? The truth is, you know, I'm an amazing mother. You know, if I don't know, if I just blaming my kids because they're stressing me out and I can't get things done, I don't know. I just know The truth is I'm an amazing mother. The truth is my kids love me and they just want to spend time with me. The truth is like, I have an amazing school and amazing students, right? I focus on the truth, or I focus on the outcome about how, well, I'm an amazing mother with so much patience, or I'm an incredible acting coach who is just filling my calendar with enrollment calls, and I'm completing the call of my life and living my purpose. And I like to focus on the outcome, focus on the dream come true. That's another way to put it, right? Focus, especially, I will admit I have two small children, and there are times where I've worked all day and all I want to do is sit down and do nothing. But they're 4 and they're 6, and they just want mommy, and they want to tell me all about their day, and they want to play, and they want to jump, and they want to wrestle. And I really just don't want anybody around me. And so I'll lose my shit sometimes. Okay. So when that happens, and sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't, and I'll burst, and then like, no, I am not the victim. I'm not going to sit here and blame this on them. What's going on inside? Maybe I need to take a moment and just reflect. Maybe, I visualize how I want this to go. And I'd be like, you know what, guys? And then all these wonderful ideas come to me, because we are creators. When we sit and evaluate the internal, that's when we have solutions. That's when we're creative, right? Because we are creators. When we live in that victim mindset, we're not creating anything. We're powerless, and we're literally like helpless. So when I elevate my mindset and I focus on my dream come true, how I wanted that situation to go, all these wonderful ideas will come to, the idea of, you know what? I could sit and color with them at the table. That would be nice and peaceful. I could, it includes everybody. Or, hey, you guys, you want to cuddle and watch a movie? The kids would love that. I'll let them pick a fun kid movie. I don't care. I just want to sit and do nothing but cuddle, right? Or, hey, you guys want to go for a walk? I love going for walks. It relaxes me. It clears my mind, and my kids can join. So you see, all these ideas come to me when I evaluate the internal and I focus on the outcome or the dream come true. I focus on the truth. So this is an important key actors that you're going to need to know and to practice. And then the last key, so this is visualization, right? That helps me. I'll close my eyes and visualize how I really wanted it to go. Or meditate, meditate on the truth. And then one more thing about the evaluate your mindset, through my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions, I embody who I want to be. So even in those moments where I lose my temper, or I get frustrated that I haven't booked a student, that's in the past, right? That's been the biggest revelation for me, actors. Like, we want to live there. But even after I get frustrated that I didn't book a student, I'm instantly in the present. And so if I reignite and evaluate my mindset through my thoughts, my feelings, even my actions, right? I am embodying who I really want to be. And that's really powerful. And the more we practice that, it's like we'll start to reprogram ourselves and just to be who we really want to be. And I've seen in my own life how quickly I can flip the script, how quickly I can capture it, or even how quickly I'm like alert and I can feel those feelings. I can feel it happening now. Sometimes before it even happens, I can catch it. Sometimes it happens, I'm not that fast, and then I reflect afterwards and I get into my mindset, and then I'm connected to who I really want to be, because I forgive myself. It's in the past and I just move forward. I'm mindful, right? I'm in the here and the now. Ooh, I know I said a lot about that, but I guess it's really important. It's really important, actors. Okay, so my last key is to strengthen your passion. So strengthening your passion is an incredible key to open up to becoming a successful actor. So things I want to say about that is strengthening your passion. This is where that why statement comes in, knowing your why you want to act. Sometimes we have to renew your why. You know, if we go back and we read our why statement and it's not strengthening our passion, and when do we need to strengthen our passion, actors, right? When we're maybe in a dry season, maybe when we're not getting as many roles, or we're just kind of losing it, right? We need to strengthen your passion. We've got to strengthen our passion. Anytime you feel like it's weakening, you've got to strengthen it to become a successful actor. And so reviewing your why statement, or even renewing it, rewrite it, and maybe some wonderful discoveries, and you'll add stuff to the why. You know, it'll be even more advanced or more detailed, or it'll be a new reason why you're wanting to act. So renewing your why, for me, rewriting a love letter to myself helps me strengthen my passion, boldly declaring who I am, but renewing my why. Sometimes it's similar, but I find myself adding things every time. So I'll just simply journal, and I'll just be like, okay, so why am I doing this? Why am I an acting coach? And I will write it out, and it strengthens my passion. It keeps me moving forward. It helps me to become a successful acting coach, right? That's my journey. Another thing is, you know, the one thing about returning back to our why, either rereading it or renewing it, what I've discovered, actors, is that you stop proving. You stop proving that you are worthy, that you deserve this. You stop proving that you are talented. You stop proving to yourself that you can do this, or proving it to others, and really wanting this dream to happen, right? Striving and toiling and working. You stop proving, and you stop wanting this thing to happen. You know what happens? You start playing, and you start being creative. Anytime that we need to strengthen our passion is because we're kind of giving up. We feel like we got to really work at this and wanting this to happen, and we should never be there. And so renewing our why, going back to our why, helps us to be creative, helps us start playing, right? We'll read that, and then I always get inspired. I'm like, okay, let's get back at it. You know, let's do an audition today, even if it's a mock one. Let's go out and follow us people on social media. Let's go in my home studio and just practice for 20 minutes. So I'm prepared for my next audition, because I had an audition coming. I know it's coming, right? Even if we just say that because that's the truth. An audition is coming. You got to get on stage one. You're going to be on the stage soon. So let's prepare. So start playing, having fun. It helps me do all those things. So I want to review those 5 keys. So key 1 is focus. Key 2 is own your uniqueness. Key 3, reignite your confidence. 4, elevate your mindset. And 5, strengthen your passion. And the beautiful thing about this outline, I really included all of my notes, everything I wanted to say about that, because I didn't want you to miss anything. So I hope you guys caught that in the outline, that I'm really kind of covering it. I know I've said some extra stuff, but I wanted to make sure that you had everything that I wanted to share, because it's important. It's valuable, actors, on becoming a successful actor. All right, actors, I know a lot to do, but you're becoming a successful actor. Awesome. All right. You guys have a wonderful week. Have fun, and I will see you on the coaching call. Bye, actors.